If you want a cathedral or slope ceiling, in other words, not flat, then you will need something to hold up your roof. You ask, don't the walls hold up the roof? Well, yes and no. The rafters sit on the walls, but if there is no lateral or sideways support for the walls, they will get pushed out and the house will fall down. So, if you want a sloped ceiling and you don't want a flat house, you will need a ridge beam. In order to install a beam, it will need to sit on a post. It cannot just float in the air and it is not held up by the rafters. Under the post, you will need headers over every window and door opening because the load of the roof will be on that wall. A beam can be made of three 2x10s or a solid 4x10 or 6x12 or whatever. You have to consult a span chart for your structure dimensions or consult an engineer who will do the same thing. And the species of wood you use makes a difference. Let's talk about load. A load is the combined weight of all the materials plus anything that will be on the roof, like snow or people. The load comes down onto the rafters and moves the rafters outward. To prevent the rafters from moving down and the walls moving out, you will need either ceiling joists or rafter ties installed. On the other hand, if you don't want to use a beam but you still want a semi-sloped ceiling, then you will need rafter ties. Or if you have a flat ceiling or you want to use rafter ties and your ceiling will not be perfectly sloped, it will have a flat area near the top. Then all you need is a ridge board. A single 2x8 or 2x10, depending on the size of your structure. The size of the ridge board will be different for different size buildings. Let's look at this ceiling. The rafter ties are close to the peak and keep the rafters from flattening out. With rafter ties, you can take out the ceiling joists. Here, the load comes down and tries to push the walls out, but the rafters are held in place by the rafter ties. In this case, you will not need a post under your ridge board, nor will you need headers over the doors and windows in the gable wall because the load goes directly to the outer walls and not the gable end wall. I hope this clears things up, even if just a little bit.